But yeah, so I've been walking since about July, 27th of last year.
I did ask you, I said, you know, why is it you're not using them more? But then because you said the obvious, that we're on a ship. And
the ship's moving quite a lot, yeah. I can do 3 laps of the ship, about a mile. I've done that quite a few times, and on the treadmill. I was on one of the exercise bikes the other day. And but with the movement of the ship, it is a bit more tricky. And I think Claire thought yesterday I fell overboard, didn't you? So I went missing for a bit.
Yeah. I was freaking out, running around asking everyone if they'd seen it.
Where was he?
I was in the gym, on the walking machine in the gym.
You were on the walking machine?
Yeah, on the treadmill, yeah. I went on the treadmill for a bit.
Yeah, but I went out because he told me he was walking around the deck and it said deck closed. I opened the door. I was like, the wind going like that. Yeah.
Fantastic. But let's go back then to what made you decide to come on a cruise ship?
We both needed a holiday, because I've done quite a few charity events this year as well. I've done a bike ride from Land's End to John O'Groats on a 500cc trike.
Can I just say, some of you have seen it, yeah. So some of you have seen that on television, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, I did that. Managed to raise £27,000 for Help the Heroes doing that event. And then I did a skydive for the ABF, the Army Benevolent Fund.
Let's just say that again. You did a what?
Skydive, yeah.
From what?
14,000 feet.
14,000.
I think it's 45 seconds of free fall, and then 5 minutes what they call canopy time, where you're just floating down. Yeah, so I've been doing that as well, all in between getting better. And then we just thought, right, we need a break. And I said to Claire, I didn't want to go to an airport with a wheelchair on my legs. I've still got some strap in my arm, I'll be beeping all the time. So we thought, we'll go on a cruise ship, and Claire said, you found this one, and you went all the way around.
Yeah, but I was joking at the time. I didn't think you were being serious when you went book it. I was like...
So we booked to go away, and I'm being pretty spoiled on the ship, really, because it's all on one level, and there's the lifts everywhere, and the bathroom's ideal.
Yeah.
So we're having a good break, aren't we? Spending more time together now than we have done since we've been together, really, haven't we?
Yeah.
Really.
I think people would say our newer ships, we have more facilities, but obviously this ship was built, although 15 years ago, it was designed, say, 20 years ago, and that attention to detail probably wasn't something in our consciousness, but now it is. So, but you're still finding it okay to get around the ship?
Yeah, it's actually you can get outside quite easy, because I've got the electric chair, so it's a bit easier than people who've got manual chairs. I can just fly around in it, yeah. Get carried away sometimes. I fell out by Lord's Tavern the other day, but I think nobody's seen me, so it was all right.
You spend a lot of time in the Lord's Tavern?
Yeah, it's not too bad in there, yeah, it's all right.
I did ask you, I said, did you see any of the shows? And you sort of said, no, I'm down the Lord's Tavern.
Yeah, down there.
And then another leading question, because these are questions that people are asking, who's actually paid for your electric chair?
The MOD's paid for it. Yeah, I've not paid for anything myself, any conversions we've had at the house. We've got a ramp, and they turned the front door around the opposite way and put a bed downstairs when I was first injured. The ABF paid for that. And just other various charities, what the MOD support or whatever.
Yeah, what does that stand for, ABF?
The Army Benevolent Fund, the Soldier Charity. Yeah.
If they've got a website, is it just abf.co.uk?
ABF.
I think it's on the back of your T-shirt.
Yeah, it's on the back.
We'll get it at the end.
Yes.
Because I know you're keen to write this, because, again, lovely people coming up to me and they want to be part of this and they want to give. Yeah. And I've kind of said to individuals that, unfortunately, there's been some incidences in the past where, as a company, we've wanted to give and be involved in some kind of charitable work. And, of course, it's something that's happened or it's been misinterpreted. So we're not allowed to actually collect money other than from the RNLI. And although we put this together quite quickly, didn't we? I mean, I only chatted to you about 3 or 4 days ago.
Well, I only found out last night. About 8 o'clock.
I couldn't find you. If I'd known you were in the pub all the time, I'd be down there. We should have just a hotline down there for you. So you've given us the story now. You're on board the ship, and you're supposed to be here all the way round until we get off in Southampton. That was the plan.
Yeah.
Now what's happened?
Well, the whole reason we come on the ship, because I didn't want to fly anywhere, but this is top secret. You can't tell nobody.
Now, let's just repeat that. Yeah. You're not allowed to repeat the next thing he tells you. Please don't tell anybody. And this is the truth, because it's a bit like getting an award like the... I've been awarded the... nominated for the Sun's Military Award, called the Millies. I don't know if anyone's heard of the Millies. I've been nominated for the Overcoming Adversity category, and there's me and 2 other people, but it's not getting released until, I think it's
about the 20th, no, about the 10th of December. It's going to be in the paper, and then on the TV or whatever. So I've got to fly back for the 15th of December, but get a film live, and hopefully I'll win it. Otherwise, we're pretty annoyed. Yeah.
So we're not allowed to say anything?
No, because I've been told don't tell anybody.
So what's the process then? Because I've been out of the country for a while. So the process is, once it's put in the paper, then are people supposed to ring in and vote?
No,
or?
I've been nominated by my unit. They've put a nomination for me forward. 2 friends of ours, and obviously the charity as well, because I'm an ambassador for this charity. They put me forward, and then because I've made the shortlist, it then goes to the head of the army, some generals and people who do desk jobs or whatever, and Ross Kemp as well. He's one of the judges, and then they'll judge the finalist. Yeah.
You mentioned desk jobs. That's a nice intro to the next question, because people are asking, are you still in the military at the moment?
Yeah, I'm still serving at the moment. I'm going to go back to work probably about March when I get back. And I teach people how to drive the Warrior armoured vehicles and the 432 armoured ambulances. So what I'll do, I'll go into the training wing, I'll just become like a senior instructor, and I'll just convene the courses and take the other instructors to teach them properly and things like that.
You said very kind of like desk job.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it very long.
You don't fancy staying there?
No, because the guys from my unit are going back out to Afghan in 2012. They're going to Canada as well at the end of the next year. And I think just to be sat in the office watching the guys go out and do a job that I love to do, I don't think I won't really like it that much. I can't think of the word, but to watch them go and do things that I enjoy doing, I won't think I'll be very happy with that. So I'm going to draw land with the army, do some more stuff for the charity, possibly do a book, or maybe do this again but get paid next time. Yeah.
Shut up! He's good, isn't he? He is good, he is good. Blimey, you've stumped me now, I don't know what to say. Quick, get me my line. What was that? Maybe we could find a way of doing something on board. I don't know. It's difficult because companies do try. You know, we want to be holier than that. We want to do the right thing, obviously. But there's such a group of lovely people on board. Perhaps maybe we'll talk again.
People can do events themselves if they want to do things
like
quizzes or sponsored events.
Skydiving.
You can do a skydive if you want to. Yeah. I think it's about £400 in sponsorship you need. And I think 200 goes towards the plane and the parachute and all that, and 200 goes straight to the charity.
But
it's quite good.
This is something I was going to mention at the end, but actually the ADF, the idea is that's what you'd like people to do, focus on that.
Yeah. Look, everyone's probably heard of Help the Heroes, and they are a really good charity, but for myself, they don't actually help the individual person. They build buildings and complexes and things like that. The ABF help former soldiers, so I'm sure in the audience now, probably people who've been in the army before. If they fall on hard times in the future, or the wife does, or the widow or whatever, they'll help them out as well. Even if you've only served for 2 years in the army and you get out and fall on hard times, a friend of mine, they paid for him to go to university and do a degree to become a TV presenter, didn't they? Adnan, and he's a TV presenter now. So they do things for like former soldiers and the families as well. I think they're a bit of a better charity. Because
when we were chatting at the table, the message coming through is you're fully supported. You do feel that.
Yeah.
And some of the questions here, like, do you feel like we're supporting you collectively? And your attitude has always been yes.
Yeah, the support I've had from the public is amazing. When I was doing the bike ride, people coming over, shaking my hand. At one point, I had 200 motorbikes following me down the M62. The motorway, so normally rather than the police chasing me, they were actually escorting me down the motorway, which is quite good. Yeah.
I love it, I love it. I've got a question here. I mean, if you don't mind me just dropping these in. Reports in the media have said that the NHS treatment of wounded servicemen hasn't been as good as it should be. How true are these reports?
I don't think that's true, to be honest. There's veteran centres that's opened up around the country. So rather than go to the NHS, we go to the Veterans Centre. That's where Tony Blair, where he wrote his book, and he donated the funds that'll go to one of these veteran centres, and you get treated there for your limbs, because obviously these limbs are quite expensive. The NHS don't fund these limbs. This is 35 grand for this leg, just from there to there. So they're quite expensive, and it's all carbon fibre and stuff like that as well.
But why is it so expensive?
This has got Bluetooth technology in it. You can plug this into the computer, and as you're walking along, it gauges how much pressure you put on the toe, which makes the knee bend. So if you were to stumble, it'll know that you're out of step, and it corrects itself. So I've still got to do a bit of work myself, but yeah, they're a lot better than the things you get from the NHS.
I broke my toe in my 2-month vacation that I went just before I came here for the Worldie, and I didn't realise when the doctor said when you break or lose your main toe, your toe, it's very difficult to walk.
Yeah.
So that's what you're saying then. That all computer technology is giving you that balance.
And you can once you got it straight, you can just kind of lean on it, and it won't bend or anything unless you put actually pressure onto the toe.
Should show him what you do sometimes when you're
If you get a bit tired sometimes, you can like have a little rest. I just do that and
Wow, but that is a lot of money in there.
Yeah.
35, and then expensive. This one then is slightly different.
Yeah, it's just about the same stuff, carbon fibre. What they do is they put this seal on first, you can see that, and then they put cling film around that, and then like a plaster cast, but as if you broke your leg up, put that around. When it nearly sets, they pull it off, fill that with plastic, and then that's how they make the mould to make this to go over the top of that. Yeah.
Very good. Okay, then you have a very positive outlook. I think we all can see that, can't we? It's fantastic. And apart from getting married next year...
Yeah, next September.
Yippee! I should ask about that. Before I finish off the question then, so where are you getting married? And when did he propose to you, first of all? When? And where?
It was August the 7th, and he got down on one knee, and he'd never done that before.
Yeah. And we were on a barge as well then, weren't we?
Yeah, we were on a barge holiday.
Maybe I should join the Navy instead.
And where are you getting married?
Not too far from where we live now. We live in St Helens, but it's near Wigan.
Yeah.
And is it like a just family thing, or...?
No.
No, everyone can come, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Bring your own drinks.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So then the rest of this question was, your very positive attitude to life. Apart from getting married next year, what are your aspirations for the future?
I think just to do some more charity work, things like this, so let the public know that you are getting looked after, and if you have got injured in the army, it's not the end of the world. You know, the opportunities that are open for you to do other things. I probably wouldn't have been on this cruise if I hadn't been injured. So like one door shuts where I can't ride my sports bike anymore, I can't run around playing rugby, but I can come on cruises like this, see the world, and do all kinds of other things, I'm sure, in the future.